Hello all, we are here for one more lesson of this training course in VariCAD 2016, and in this lesson we are going to see about system settings. And to start this lesson we can talk about the option which opens the big dialog box with all the possibilities and configurations. So you can access this dialog box going to the tools menu either on the 2D or on the 3D, and then you have an entry called system settings which open this big box that we are talking about. We will not take too long to see all of these because during this course, and we've started already doing that, when we are talking in one specific topic, we will see about the settings related inside this dialog box. So to start, we can see that we have three different areas on the settings. We have a general settings, a 2D settings, and a 3D settings. Okay, both 2D and 3D have a lot of options related with input and output of files. As you can see on the 2D, DWG, DXF, we talk a little about this, the step on the 3D side, STL and others. So this is mainly what has to do with dealing with the files. And we have the majority of the options on what we call the general area. So let us see some of the important configurations here. So we have one which is the automatic safety backups, which we can enable or disable the backups and configure the folder to put the backups. Okay, we have another entry for the icon size where we can set the size of the icons a little smaller or bigger, or an automatic function, which is what I have as recommended. Okay, and besides we can have more configurations regarding the size and the fonts that we have in our screen. Now we have also different possibilities to set the multiple monitors new option on the program. I have only one monitor, so it's not easy to exemplify how to work with this, but here I think you can see which are the functions to show in one monitor, what we can call primary monitor, or the outside one. Okay, and we have the multiple monitors. Okay, we can set one or two depending on what we have in our hardware. So it's a question of try a little the options. The right click pop-up menu, it defines the behavior of the right click on the mouse. We've seen already the functioning of the mouse, and you see that there are different things that happen, so we can configure them inside this option. So the coordinates on the 2D side, the mouse buttons and the wheel. Okay, it's also very important because there are different possibilities to work with the mouse, like the pen or the step back or the rotation, whatever, and the wheel also regarding mainly the sensibility of the wheel. This is also the increments. We've seen already a little about this, so no need to lose much more time with it. The possibilities to have these automatic detections, drag and stretch, with the behavior with the keys and so on. So it's also important thing, but I think it's something to see with a little more knowledge of the software, not so important to start. The step back, the behavior on the dialog panels like this, you can have this OK cancel like you see here, or configure OK back and cancel, and you have one more button here, the back, and you can step back inside each dialog box. Okay, shortcut keys, we've seen it already. The value inputs for mathematical expressions, there is one video lesson in the future to see a little about this. Selection between commands, it's what we call like a transparent command. So how to deal with this. Okay, not very important, but it's okay to know that we have these possibilities. Theme settings, we have a couple of themes to set this color and this the look that we have on the icon, so we can change this. I personally like this flat white. We have the language settings, which is something quite nice in this moment. We can have both language, so my version is a Portuguese version, but besides I have the English behind, so I can set which the version I want to work with. We have the color settings also. Basically, this option here, we can go and change the configuration, but we have some lines to call our attention regarding the colors and the combination of colors. We change because in some configurations we can have problems on the visibility of the entities. And we have the color palettes here where we can set different kind of backgrounds. Okay, gray background, black, white, light blue. I have one light blue. Okay, you can set, some people like to have it white, some people like to have it completely dark. It depends on the user. Warning sound whenever you make a mistake. Okay, it's also nice. The window positions of this little icon 2D and 3D, not a big thing, but okay, it's interesting to have a configuration about it. Warning messages, we have a couple of lines showing us warning messages if they are on or off when these kind of actions happen. We have also this performance regarding the multiple threads, which is also a new thing we have inside VariCAD, the possibility to take more advantage of your hardware. OpenGL, we've seen it already a little. Performance also regarding the renders and the quality of the images, and this is something that we are going to see about later in this course regarding the bills of materials. So 2D is a little about also around the same, the display of 2D objects, the quality of the round entities, some configurations about how to deal with the construction lines, the dragging of the objects, connecting these actions with the mouse, the input as input and output of these formats. So we've talked about this already. The behavior of dimensions, this is quite important, but I will leave this for one of the next lessons. Regarding the printing, the output of the drawings, this is something that we are going to see about, but basically is the colors and the definition of the colors and the mapping of the colors regarding the printer. 2D selection also regarding the windows that we open, so if it is completely inside or partially inside or outside. The borders, if we draw it or not, and the layer switching, which is also a very important feature, because we can have this turn it on or off, and in case it is on, every time we make a different kind of entity, the layer will be turned on for this specific entity. So the same for the selection now in 3D for the solids, the location also, a couple of options to deal with the location. The insertion point, when we put, or better, when we insert new solids on the 3D side, you can check a little about this in our video lessons with examples. This is regarding the render. We have a couple of options here. Okay, I will not mess with them now. Also, these view settings, the predefined views, and the animation regarding also those views. Something about the rotation with the keys in your keyboard, which is also important, and configurations about the links on the assemblies, which is something that we are going to see about later in this video course. So to finish this, this is something that is not easy to keep this lesson short, but I would like to tell you that we have all of these configurations explained in our theoretical course, so please ask us for this course to clarify all your questions. And if you are our customer already, you can ask us also for some problem that you may have understanding these options that we saw in this big dialog panel.